EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 to the 21. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Go to 70, Indy.
On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action now. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a very his hand.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of...
Brandon Cooks, the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From midfield now, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Ryan. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Second and 10. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up Brogdon because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On first down, Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Now Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 53 yards. Rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Ryan on first down. And it's complete right back to Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down Falcons. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Wells. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Throwing again, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is caught. Hits Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26, General West.
Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, check, check. 80 weapon. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Oliver. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, Ryan. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Out of bounds, says the line That's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Falcons grab it, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in the comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things are now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They begin the drive with Robinson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6, pull up high.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the slant, this is Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And they take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And a give this time to the tailback. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Right there.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Jags, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.